Have you ever met someone who is seemingly different than you, yet you connect with it so well? To me, that's Terry. Terry is my 91-year-old neighbor who used to live across the street from me. In the beginning, what got my attention about her was that she always dresses so well. She always wears this pearl necklace, she always wears this white shirt, she even puts on makeup and wears this long dress. And I just love it. I'm so inspired by her. I'm like, I want to be like her when I'm 91. And then later on, I found out that she actually lives on her own, and she's been living on her own for a really long time. I'll say probably 10 plus years. During COVID, my roommate and I reached out to her in case she needed any support. And that's the beginning of our friendship. So last month, I moved out of my apartment, and before I moved out, I really wanted to connect with Terry in a deeper way. I felt like you can learn so much from an old person. This conversation proved it. She has such different perspective on life and death. I played this card game with her called We Are Not Really Strangers. I hope you enjoyed this video and our conversation. Comment below and let me know what you think.
Fascinating. Never seen this before. Is this a fairly new game? What did you call it again?
It's called We Are Not Really Strangers.
Okay.
How to play.
Oh God, that's such a small print. I couldn't read that.
That's okay, I'll read it to you. So we have to stare deeply into each other's eyes, and the first one to blink draws the cards first.
You blink right away. So you go first, right?
Yeah. So we have to think of our favorite childhood TV show of all time. And on the count of 3, we have to say it out loud. Childhood TV show is in Mandarin, so yes. I don't think you would know anyway.
Exactly, anyway. And also, we didn't have TV as a child. We only had TV here, and I don't even have it now.
Do I seem like someone who would get a name tattoo on myself?
No way. I hate tattoos. I think they're ghastly, horrible, bad for the body, or that ink in your blood. No.
But do you think I would?
No, okay. Definitely. Never. I don't think you would.
Do you know I have tattoo?
No, I didn't. Where?
I have 2, actually. I have one over here.
Oh my gosh, how interesting.
This is in Spanish.
Vive el momento.
Live in the moment in Spanish.
Yes.
And then I have another one here. It's just a simple yes.
Oh.
But this is a fun story. I got it with a group of strangers. And then we asked people on the street, would you like to get a tattoo with us? So the whole significance...
And was it free? Was it...
No. So we have to pay. But the whole thing is about strangers are just friends you haven't met. And we just kind of encourage people to say yes to life and say yes to do something that's seemingly ridiculous, but the whole experience
to
really
include
brought
all
of us together. Yeah.
Did you go to a tattooist that you knew could do a good job?
We kind of just walk in.
Okay.
Do I seem like more of a creative or analytical type?
I think more creative. And all this is creative. Whatever you're doing here is creative. Your cooking is creative. Your life, arranging the parties you had all up at the cottage. Yay! That's creative. Very creative, darling. You are very creative.
Oh, thank you.
What fast food restaurant do you think I'm most likely to drive through? What's my order? I don't go to fast food restaurants.
Yeah, I don't think you go to.
And I don't drive.
Well, when you were young, did you have any...
No, we didn't have drive-thrus when I was young, darling.
Okay.
That didn't exist, you know. A lot of things change. I'm 90, darling.
So McDonald's didn't exist?
No,
it
definitely
didn't exist?
not.
Wow.
No, we didn't have fast foods in South Africa. We have a lot of Italians in South Africa. Big Italian came after the Second World War. A lot of Portuguese, because my father was Portuguese. And we have a lot of different restaurants, but didn't have fast food. But we went to different restaurants.
Sounded way healthier back then.
9 of us, so it was a big crowd, 9 children and 2 parents. Lots of people to take out. So both my parents were wonderful cooks. So we had wonderful food.
Yeah, that's why you still keep really good habits of eating healthy.
Definitely. And I have to have routine, darling. I don't like you that when I get up in the morning, I have my routine. Get up, have my bath, get dressed, make my bed, have my breakfast, wash up my dishes, do my exercises, and then I do the rest of the day.
I always tell my friends that you squats, right?
Yes, I squat. You said I was hanging onto the chair, and I showed you the exercise that I do, didn't I?
Yeah, that was so inspiring.
Very important. Because your knees are very stiff. If you have replacement knees because of arthritis,
exactly.
If you don't use it, you lose it.
I always say, if Terry can squat, we all can squat.
Absolutely. And exercise and sleeping, darling, are the most important things.
Most important.
Close your eyes. What color are my eyes?
Oh, I think it's blue, right?
Brown.
Oh.
Browny green.
brownie green.
And all my sisters, and most of them have blue eyes. I'm the only one with brownie green eyes.
Wow.
Sometimes they look more green.
I know it's lighter for sure.
Yes,
but
yes. Do you think I'm usually early or on time or late to events?
I think you are usually early.
I'm always on time, always a little early for two.
Yeah.
Like the job when I was at the hospital, I always got there, had to be there at 5:30. I'm always there at 5:15. You know,
Yeah.
at least
Yeah,
15.
you're always early.
My father taught me that.
Yeah.
It's rude to be late, you know.
Yeah.
Must be on time. What is the last thing you lied to your mother about? Oh my God.
The thing is, what I found is I don't lie to her.
But you didn't tell
But
me
I
the
don't.
truth.
Yeah, no, I just don't tell. Actually, okay, there's one, but that's many years ago.
Right.
So I went to Peru a few years ago,
Wonderful.
and I did a spiritual medicinal journey,
Okay.
like a ceremony. But she didn't know that.
How interesting.
Yeah.
And you didn't tell your mother.
I didn't tell her that because I felt like it would be too much
upsetting.
for her. It would be too out of her realm of reality.
Exactly.
But it's more for, it is for beneficial of my personal growth, spiritual growth. But I think it's just something that I felt
It might have upset her.
Yeah. Ooh. What is the most unexplainable thing that's ever happened to you?
I think not having children. I would have loved children. I have so many nieces and nephews that I think I told you if I wrote them all down, it'd be about 100.
Yeah.
And I just think that was a shame because there was nothing wrong with either of us.
Yeah.
But I think my husband had some kind of a fever when he was a young boy, and I think it affected. But we did go and have tests done, and I think that is.
Wow.
Okay.
So
But I love children.
Do you feel like it's unexplainable
Because
both of you guys were
good, we had
healthy?
tests done and everything. But I think it because he had this granular fever or something like that. It was something like that because he had to have something cut out of his neck. You know, couldn't go down like when he had mumps or something like that. So. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I have all these lovely nieces and nephews, so they're my surrogate children.
They're basically, you have 100 sons and daughters.
Exactly.
Be more interested in
more interested in understanding others than being understood. Yeah. Oh yes, I'm always looking for that. I think it's most important to feel others' reflection and how you attracted to them and what you feel about them and how you can sense their moods.
When was the moment you realized you weren't invincible?
Weren't invincible?
Yeah.
I think early on, I think through the Catholic Church, they make you realize you're not invincible. I think it was very early on in my years, certainly teenager, certainly.
Do you feel like that was a good thing?
Yes. Death comes to all of us in different ways.
Yeah.
I just hope it comes quick.
Really?
Yeah. Yes. I mean, when it's happening, like if I don't want to be lying with dementia for 10 years in the hospital, having somebody doing everything for me.
I feel like you're so healthy. Don't you
I
want to live?
I am. I hope it comes quick. That's the lightning bolt.
That's what you mean. Oh,
Quick,
okay. Like
and
not,
I don't want it to come right now,
Right.
but when it's happening at the
It's just
end,
peacefully
very
and
quickly and peacefully.
Yeah.
And if I have a stroke or a heart attack, don't be sorry, be glad. I don't want to lie in a nursing home for 10 years. That I would absolutely hate when you can't do things for yourself, you know. I would hate it. That's why I keep
That's
doing
what you
things
mean by
myself.
quickly. I
Yeah,
got it.
quick.
Okay. We can ask
What's
me.
your father's name and tell me one thing about him?
My father's name is Eddie. He loves to sing.
Sing.
Yeah.
Oh, I
he
love
loves to
him.
sing. Before he turned 60, he kept saying that when he turned 60, he wanted to throw a concert for himself. When 60 came, I think he kind of got shied away. It's like, oh yeah, don't worry about it, blah, blah, blah. I was not gonna let that go.
No.
So I surprised him with a concert that he didn't know he was in. We gathered all of his friends in a live music bar. We surprised him for his own concert.
Oh, how lovely.
I secretly...
And he sang?
He sang, yeah. So I secretly went to his closet and took the most iconic outfits of his.
Oh.
And then, yeah, so we did do a concert
Oh, what
for
a
him.
wonderful! I see that. I say you're so you're amazing. All these things you do, you think of everything. You're so exceptional. You know, making everybody happy. That's your joy.
Yeah,
Making
I hope
everybody
so.
happy.
Well, also I'm not with them a lot,
Yes,
so when I'm
exactly.
with them, I just have to
But you
extra.
Zoom them all the time, don't you? Zoom and
or
WhatsApp.
FaceTime, yeah. What do you recommend I let go of
any negative feelings. Only think optimistically. Always be positive about things, you know.
Yeah.
And contentment. If people are discontented, they're unhappy. Look at what we've got, darling. We've got a roof over our head. We've got clothes on our bodies. We've got food in the cupboard.
Yeah.
Look at all the people who are starving to death. Countries are starving. People are dying in the millions.
Yeah.
We're so lucky, darling. Contentment is terribly important.
So let go of discontentment.
Yes, discontentment
and
and
negative
negativity.
view.
What do I need to hear right now?
That you should create a bucket list and then check them off. Do you know what's a bucket list?
No. They're the things I'd like to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Would you?
Well, I haven't got much on the bucket list. I don't want to do much traveling. My sisters in South Africa would like me to come back, but it's a 24-hour journey. I couldn't stand it, not now. Sitting in a plane for all that length of time with these hard knees.
Do you have any things locally?
I love this, and I love meeting my friends for lunch and going to or a movie, you know.
Yeah.
I miss that. That I'd like to go back to.
Yeah. What do you think our most important similarity is?
Kindness and caring, I think that's for me. And I see that in you. I see that in me.
Yeah.
Always be that. Very important to let people know you like them and just to tell them and say, I love you, you know, if that's the case. It's so important. People forget to say that. And then people die or they get killed and they say, I wished I told them I loved them more often.
Can I add one thing? We both believe that women are so powerful.
Oh, yes. What questions were you most afraid to answer? If perhaps it was too personal or something?
I don't think so. I feel like I'm a pretty open person, that there's not that many questions that I got afraid of to answer.
They're not really anything. No. I'm not either. I'm not secretive.
Yeah.
Never have been. I tell little white lies occasionally, you know, if I want to escape from something, like when one friend who's always asking me out for lunch and she has all these people there and they have nothing in common with me, and I have to tell a little white lie that I'm not available. And sometimes I'm not available, and it's true.
Yeah.
But I have an occasion told a little white lie.
Yeah,
you know.
but I think that's not lie. That's just
Yeah.
you setting boundaries. In one word, describe how you feel right now.
Contentment.
Oh.
People are so discontented. They're so jealous or envious of their friends who have more. We have so much.
Yeah.
We have too much. We have too much clothes. We have too much stuff. You know,
Really
really,
have.
don't we?
Yeah.
All of us.
Yeah.
We acquire too much. I've stopped collecting now. So,
Yeah.
what about me most surprised you
That you work out every day for 45 minutes and you squat.
at my age?
Yeah, that really surprises me. That really inspires me.
Well, there you are. I can learn a lesson from your old friend.
I learned many lessons.
What do you think my defining characteristic is?
Positivity. You know, I see that you are 90 years old, you live on your own, and like I can imagine how sometimes it can be tough, you know, but you have so much positivity and contentment in you, and every time I see you, you're always so happy. And
Absolutely.
you look forward to your everyday life.
Absolutely.
and-
Books and my radio get the news every day. Both players share something you're most grateful for in this current moment.
I'm very grateful for you, Terry. Thank you so much for being just an amazing neighbor and even just welcoming me to your place, sharing your journey and sharing your life story with me. I'm very, very grateful. And just being open-minded for me doing ridiculous.
Oh, lovely. This is so
Creative things.
you're intriguing. I find you an intriguing person, darling, and so bubbly, darling. For me, it's this bubbling over with, you know, and your wicked sense of humor.
Thank you. Well, what about you? What is something that you're most grateful for in this current moment? Because we both have to share it.
Friendship, darling, friendship. I still have friends from way back my high school. Keep in touch with those who are still
Oh, I
alive.
love that.
Have a safe flight home,
Thank you
darling.
so much.
And love to your family and stay safe, darling, and be in
will.
love. Love is everything.
We are two seemingly different humans, yet we resonated with each other on so many levels. Even though I recently moved out of that apartment, I know that I have gained a precious friendship with Terry. What I'm most inspired about Terry is her positivity and her contentment in life. Even when I ask her about what's on her bucket list, like her current life is her bucket list. I love that she is so appreciative of her life, and I feel like we can all learn from Terry. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it. Let me know in the comment how you like it, and I will see you soon. Mwah.
I think you can accomplish everything, you know, what you're trying to prove to yourself. Okay? I think you can accomplish everything. You have the determination.